Oh wait. Why is it so soft? What? Hmm. Hold on.
We'll figure out their fate. Adapt, think, and flow. Chat, let's make it grow.
Oh hey, lazy.
What makes agents great? We'll figure out their fate. Adapt, think, and flow. Chat, let's make it grow. SWE-Bench, SWE-Bench. Chat, come help me test. SWE-Bench, SWE-Bench. Together we'll be the best. Learning SWE-Bench hand in hand.
Alejandro, what's up, man?
Dreams just like we planned. Dreams just like we planned. Together, chat will stand tall. Chat will stand. Fixing bugs and fixing all. SWE-Bench, SWE-Bench. Chat, come help me
Joe,
test.
what's up, man?
Come help me test.
We're gonna do some SWE-Bench stuff real soon. I'm just setting up chats.
Together we'll be the best.
Give me 1 sec. Just waiting on TikTok. As always, TikTok a bit slow to start. Any second now.
SWE-Bench, SWE-Bench. Chat, come help me test. SWE-Bench, SWE-Bench. Together we'll be the best. Drop your thoughts, drop your tips. Help me debug these scripts. Agents thinking, we're thinking too. Chat and code, me and you. SWE-Bench, SWE-Bench. Chat, come help me test. SWE-Bench,
All right, we're good.
SWE-Bench. Together we'll be the best. What makes agents great? We'll figure out their fate.
The song name?
Adapting and
I made it
flow.
on Suno. Hold on.
Chat, let's make it grow. SWE-Bench,
Boom.
SWE-Bench.
It's
Chat,
called
come
Chorus.
help me test. SWE-Bench,
Oh, let's see if I can change the name.
SWE-Bench. Together we'll be the best. Learning as we bench, hand in hand, building dreams just like we planned. Together, chat will stand tall, fixing bugs
There we
and
go.
fixing all.
It's called SWE-Bench. I'll share the link in the chat.
Drop your thoughts, drop your tips.
How do I
Help
share
me
this?
debug
Share.
these scripts.
Copy link.
Agents thinking, we're thinking too.
Make
Chat
it
and
public.
code,
Public.
me and you. SWE-Bench, SWE-Bench. Chat, come help me test. SWE-Bench, SWE-Bench. Together we'll be the best. What makes agents great? We'll figure out their fate.
There you go.
Adapting and flow. Chat, let's make it grow.
All right.
SWE-Bench,
I think we're good.
SWE-Bench. Chat, come help me
Yeah.
test. SWE-Bench,
Yeah.
SWE-Bench. Together we'll be the best.
All right. So, did I try Scout? Is that the OpenAI Scout? I did not. Wait, is it? No, sorry, Llama Scout. No, I haven't. Is that what you mean? Suno top music AI? It definitely was for the longest part, though recently, there have been some new ones. Like Pierre links them in the chat. Let me quickly find some for you. We can do a test if it's easy to set up. Where was it? One moment. There's like Refusion and Lyria by Google. Okay, Google made one. Yeah, Refusion. Let's just listen to one of their top songs, see what it's like. The one I sent you. Bro, sorry, I can't remember. Which one was that? Scout sounds familiar. Man, there's so many links that came through this week. I haven't really looked at many of them. Oh, it's like a Gen Spark thing. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I remember you sending me that. No, I haven't looked into it yet. Maybe we can do it this stream.
Cash in my bag, that's facts. Yeah. Hits on repeat, I'm stacked. Yeah. Bars hit hard when I spit. Yeah.
That's... The audio sounds way more... Like, the vocals sound way more natural. The vocals in Suno, and that's my biggest issue with it, the vocals in Suno sound so unnatural. Damn, Refusion sounds pretty good.
Sun spill on one coast sand. Footprints.
What the fuck? Dude, the vocals sound so natural. Is that AI generated vocals? Look, you wanna create something here. Yo, what's up, Z? I mean, sorry, X. Refusion too powerful for the MacBook. Do you have to run it locally? Just says no way that's AI vocal. Yeah, that's what I'm feeling like, bro. Let's see. Let's see if we can make a Refusion SWE-Bench song for free. Let's skip this. Compose. Okay, good. We can put the lyrics. Wait. Where's the lyrics? The sound. I did like deep house. That's what I always do. Okay. How long will this take? Well, that seems pretty fast. Maybe like 100 seconds. Seems like 1% per 1 second per percent. While that's generating, I'm gonna tell you what I'm about to do. Oh, looks like this one's ready. That was even faster. It's pretty good quality so far.
SWE-Bench.
Wow.
SWE-Bench. Chat, come help me test.
Wow, this is so good.
SWE-Bench. SWE-Bench. Together we'll be the best.
Stream's lagging. I'm
Drop
sorry.
your thoughts. Drop your tips. Help me debug these scripts.
Oh, that's why you said it.
Agents thinking, we're thinking too. Chat and code, me and you. SWE-Bench, SWE-Bench.
I think it's my internet, not the MacBook. Oh, maybe.
SWE-Bench, SWE-Bench. Together we'll be the best.
Yeah, wow. I actually think this is way better than Suno. At least for the free tier.
SWE-Bench, SWE-Bench. Chat, come help me test. SWE-Bench, SWE-Bench. Together we'll be the best. Drop your thoughts, drop your
Yeah, dude, actually the lag's getting worse, man. This is I had to end stream last time because of this shit. Oh yeah, see? I think we just wait. Reza, salam. I think it'll get better. Time to get Starlink, dude. I love Starlink. Or just something. I've looked into, have you guys heard of channel bonding? This shit's pretty cool. Apparently you can like combine multiple network connections into one. But it seems like there's only like one software that does it, Speedify, and they like kind of have like a monopoly on it. But something I'm very interested in. Google 80K, yeah. Internet Exit Drive. I know. It's really a big shame. I think we're good now. I think we're good now. Let's see. Nope. There must be, I don't know what it is. Like I test before I go live and it's fine. And then I go live and it just hits the fucking shit. Hits the fan. Upload's decent here. SWE-Bench to debug network speed. Alota, hello. Um, Channel bonding's been around forever. Was it always through Speedify or is there other options here? Yeah, shout out Jay. Yeah, I'm just gonna continue here. I mean, I'm sorry, this will probably be a really low quality stream, but oh, Cardi B with the likes, thank you. But we'll see. So I was gonna start with this harness by Augment. Um, Supposedly this is the agent that got #1 on SWE-Bench, and this is like an open source CLI agent in like really small amounts of code. Let's see, I think it's like 160,000 tokens, and probably half of that is like docs. Excited! Thanks for the follow. Yeah, 160,000 tokens. But yeah, I'm using DeepWiki, which I don't know if you guys just saw my short about it. Seems like a really good way to learn about GitHub repositories. You can have chat with deep research, or you can, like look at the docs that they make, which is super cool. Cross-platform streams probably introducing lag. Yeah, this could be the case. Could be me that's causing it. What we can do is maybe stop restream. Like, I don't think anyone's looking through restream. So that is one thing we can do. Maybe it'll help. Let's do a before and after speed test. Okay, see, we've already improved. This is before though. Before. Yeah, man, Augment Code, I'm a huge fan. I think it's definitely one of the better performing AI agents. Channel bonding is more to do with what the provider offers and how it connects with your cable. So from what I saw from Speedify is you can combine different providers. Like you can have your 3G on your phone with your Wi-Fi at home and like combine them. Nice. Excited as me on Twitch. Oh, kapate. Very slow, yes, I know. Okay, we're gonna turn off restream now. And I'll keep Twitch on. We have people on Twitch, right? Thing about Twitch also is I think it's limiting me to 720p. Oh no, it's actually 1440. That's good. Okay, maybe we'll keep that. Twitch is freezed. Okay, I'm gonna turn off Twitch as well, just to see if it'll do any better. Um, okay, so it's just YouTube and TikTok now. Let's do another test. Okay, that definitely did seem to improve things, though I am still dropping frames. Could have just been a coincidence that it improved. Yeah. How is it on YouTube? Seems better. Kinda. Periodically it freezes. We're gonna keep it now. Oh, oh. Maybe TikTok too. Maybe. It's a bit of a shame. Seems stable. It seems mostly stable. We're just gonna. I'm gonna leave TikTok on. We have like 6 viewers there. 30-second delay. That's not good. What if? Okay, I'm gonna briefly turn off TikTok. Let's just do one more test here. Okay, yeah. See, that's slow. All right, we're gonna briefly turn off TikTok here. Oh, Duxon. A heart me. All right, running the test without TikTok. I think that actually made it a lot better with all the restreaming off. Although I am still kind of dropping frames here. Yeah, I don't know if that made a huge difference. But I think most people are on YouTube, so we're just going to continue. Anyway, we got Deep Wiki. No sound? No, you're kidding me, bro. How can there be no sound? There's definitely sound. Definitely sound. Okay, so this SWE-Bench thing comes with a runner that you can just run. It loads the SWE-Bench dataset, and for each problem, it works on them in parallel in a Docker container. Now, I'm not sure if we're able to do this, but what I want to do is run everything on the cloud through Open Hands, which is kind of like an open source Devon. Now, I'm not sure if this works with Docker, but we can definitely find out. So I think the way Open Hands works is it has to connect to one of your own repositories. So what we have to do with this SWE-Bench thing here is fork it so it's my repository, and then we can load it into all hands. Oh shit, hold on. Yeah, I turned off TikTok chat. Okay, good. This, sorry, I had to turn off TikTok. I don't know, is that still running? Or I can end it here. Apologies to TikTok. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just like trying to do what I can to keep this as stable as possible, but I think it's mostly my internet. If I tried Whisk from Google Labs, no, what's that? Yeah, so we're gonna fork this and try to run it on All Hands Cloud. Where's the fork button? Hmm. SWE-Bench. Save. Okay. Now we should be able to load it into All Hands after a refresh. Cool thing about All Hands also is they give you $50 free credits, I think, at the start. So super cool. Taking advantage of that. Load in the SWE-Bench. Launch. Now I just wanted to say Can we run the SWE-Bench tests? Maybe just one test to see if it works. Okay. Let's see what it does. Which generates images and animates. Oh, I think I've seen that. Is that the one specifically for? Oh no, that's something else. But yeah, I have briefly seen Wix. No, Whisk. No, I haven't tried it. Dude, Google's like shipping so many different projects. Let's see if they have anything about Docker in their docs. You don't have a search? So run it in Docker. But can you have a Docker inside the Docker? Theoretically, yes. Realistically, who knows? We're about to find out. Let me check out Google Whisk while that's loading. Why is it Chinese? FZHEN. There we go. Subject plus scene plus style. Yeah, you can combine like different images to do different things. Put the subject in different scenes. Then you can animate it. That's sick. Oh wow, and it's all ready to go. All right, let's add a subject. We're gonna add this guy. Maybe in this both hands up pose. Scene. Let's enter a scene. What do we want? A robotics research lab. Style. Can we leave style blank? Three D cartoon animation. Let's edit this. Whoa, they made that super. How do we? Okay. Futuristic robotics lab with lots of humanoid robots being worked on. Okay, that's much better. And then do we just close this? Is that? Yep. Could we roll the dice? Nope. Can we just like submit without a prompt? You can. Sweet. Oh, this is pretty cool. It's not exactly the same character, but it's more like it's just combined all the input images into text and then fed that to a image generator. What if we say take the exact character and put him in the scene with the correct style? Tensor, what's up? Oh, this looks like it's actually running the SWE-Bench. Oh, we got the same issue with the. Looks like. Hmm. All right, that was Whisk. Anyway, let's go back. Are these actually SWE-Bench tests? It actually looks like it is. Maybe, or is it just? Okay, look, we we explored the SWE-Bench agent repository and attempted to run the test. The repository contains a SWE-Bench agent implementation using Claude and O1. There are two main ways to use it. When trying to run it, we encountered some issues. We need to install Conda, which we did. Then we encountered Docker-related issues, which as Docker is required, we were able to successfully run the unit test. Okay, that's for the agent itself. It's not the actual SWE-Bench test. To fully run the SWE-Bench test, we would need an API key, probably configure Docker environment. Yeah, I don't think it's able to. Are you able to run the Docker environment? I don't think it's able to do that. So we might have to run this outside of All Hands Cloud, which I suspected was the case. Um, to run a Docker, you would need to install Docker, start Docker. Yeah, I don't think this is able to do that because it's not an actual like VM. Like there's stuff outside the terminal it would need to do, which is a shame, but makes sense. Um, we could clone this locally and run it. Might do that. Interestingly, they don't have an issues page. And, oh wait, this is my fork. People asking for different models. Um, should I run it locally? I think I'm gonna do that. Let's try get this going. I'm gonna actually clone my fork, which will be where is it? I think I just switch this with AJ47. There we go. Let's clone this. All right. Setup.sh. Probably should run Docker as well. All right. Hopefully this will just read from my environment variables, but it might not. Running the whole bench will take ages. I'm hoping I can like reduce the problem size when I start to run this and like find my plan is to find like one or two problems that it fails at with like GPT 4.0 or maybe yeah 4.0. No, what model does it use? If we, I'm not sure what models it's going to use if we use OpenAI because I think I have some free credits on that. But yeah, like try find the problem that it fails out with, one of the OpenAI models, and then try to get that problem to work with a DeepSeek V3 model. Okay, looks like that's all set up. Activate the virtual environment, and we can just run the CLI if we want to use an agent as an agent, but I kind of want to run the SWE-Bench. Oh, sweet. Wait for. So this, okay, sweet. There's a quick test run that only runs 5 problems and 2 solutions for 5 problems. Let's make that even shorter. Let's just do 1 problem with 1 solution. Will this work? Nope. No module name datasets. So did it not pip install what we wanted? Or actually datasets is meant to be, datasets might be something that we had to download or it's supposed to download. Let's see. Datasets. Datasets. Hmm. Let's just try pip install requirements. Is there even a requirements text? There is. Okay. I guess, I don't know, that should be in the docs. Right? That should be in the docs, right? Try run that again. Nope, same problem. Um, Looks like a bunch of incompatibility issues, which shouldn't have happened if we were in the virtual environment, right? What we can do is get the warp agent to help us here. Help fix virtual and pip module installation. Create a plan with O3. Sure. We're using pyenv and have a virtual environment. All right. Let's see if we can fix it. Create a compatible requirements text. Okay, so it's gonna rewrite the requirements text. I don't know if I want to do that. Let me see, maybe I should be on a different version of Python. Well, they don't say anything about that. Damn, it's just gonna. It's that Ada chat shouldn't be in this. Wait, let me see their requirements text. Yeah, it's so simple. I'm gonna cancel this one and say I think we shouldn't. We should be in a clean VN and not have all these modules. If you look at requirements.txt, there is only 10 lines. Okay, it's gonna create a new virtual environment and try fix that shit. Okay, that looks like it worked. All right, let's see if we can run the agent. Still the same. There's no datasets module here. I think from datasets import load dataset. I feel like that's supposed to be a local thing. You know what we can do is actually ask DeepWiki. See what it thinks, because it has knowledge on the database. If I just give DeepWiki this error, no deep research, we'll see what it says. Pip install datasets. Okay. I get that. I guess that should be in the requirements text then. Should it not? I think so. We're gonna add a datasets. I think it's like a Kaggle thing maybe. No, that did not fix it. Help me fix this. I just did pip install datasets and same issue. I think it might probably not supposed to be from pip. Like I think maybe there's another way the datasets were supposed to be downloaded. So the datasets package should be installed as part of the main dependencies in the first step. Okay. Need to activate separate SWE-Bench evaluation tools. Yep, I've done that. I did that. Check if the SWE-Bench evaluation tools are properly installed in the separate environment. In home, SWE-Bench evaluation tools. Check out how setup sh was supposed to work and help debug. This is annoying. Okay, looks like it just uninstalled and reinstalled it. I wanted to check if datasets imports. It's gonna install with UV, as the first thing was created with UV. Nope. Wonder if they have any issues about this. Datasets. Nope. No module name datasets. Also, the environment which you're operating on is a different environment. Hmm. Right. It could be that the pip is installing it in a different environment. Hopefully this agent will figure it out. Datasets is being listed as installed by UV, but it might not be installed. But it might not be properly linked in the virtual environment. Let's just try regular pip. And then with regular pip, we have those issues. I think like I'm using PyN, which is messing everything up. Like this happens to me often. Okay, looks like that maybe worked. Let's have a look. Oh, now we're getting no module named Docker. So how did it install it? Just with a normal pip install, it seems. Right? Pip install no cache dir. No cache dir. Was Docker in one of them? Was Docker one of the requirements? Okay, there we go. At least it's running now. There we go. I don't know what model it's going to use. Do they say how to switch the model? I assume by default it's using Anthropic. I think we can see the progress in Docker as well. Let's have a look. No. This is just the Supabase stuff. There's no Docker created. Tools, utils, LLM client. I think this is where we choose what model. Yeah, Claude Sonnet by default here. Okay. Well, it'd be good if I had some kind of output to know whether this is working or not, because I have no idea. There we go. What is this? Error. Server API version. File not found. Results saved to pre-ensemble results shards 0 of 1. Okay. You now have generated rollouts, one per problem. You can manually analyze the results in this location. Let's have a look at this location. Okay. Wait. Agent.logs. Where is agent logs? Lib? Hmm. Let's see, warp agent can help me. Can you find and print agent logs.txt? Why isn't it using like a find command? It's just doing LS's. This is kind of what I was doing. I was hoping it would just use a find command. There we go. There's the find command. Looks like it doesn't exist. Maybe because we got an error. It's a bit annoying, man. Not much progress this stream. L stream. Gonna keep going another 12 minutes here to hit that 1 hour mark. But okay, so what was the error? Error while fetching API server API version. It could be API key thing. Let's try run the CLI.py. Is that here? Hi. Your credit is too low for Anthropic. Okay, that's the actual issue. I assume. How do we change the model? How do we change the model here? Maybe we have to manually change it in LLM client. See here it says model name Claude. Okay, that's definitely using Anthropic straight away. Let's have a search for Claude. Or I can also ask Augment about how can I choose which model LLM to use. Let's ask him deep wiki, sorry. Oh, you don't. You don't get to pick. It uses both O1 and Claude Sonnet. I see. I see. Okay. Let's pivot. Let's try to just change the source code to use Open router. That would be dope. Let's see. I feel like we could be able to one-shot this. This is a pretty small repository. So we're loading up the code base in VS Code. Augment will index it. And then we will tell it to agent mode. Configure the code to be able to use open router models. Via light LLM instead of the current model configuration. We could have a config file to set which models to use for which purpose. As currently it seems like they're using I don't know, let's see. Hopefully Augment can figure this out. This is actually probably going to be a bit more difficult than I expected. So yeah, they're using O1 for... Oh, what did I do with Chrome? Did I close Chrome? Damn. Looks like I did. Can we bring up that chat? I guess it doesn't store the chat. It's like, how are the different LLM models used? Oh, use. Yeah, we got the Perplexity MCP learning about Open Router with Light LLM. Very cool. Made a detailed plan. Model config.yaml. All right. Okay, so the core agent is Sonnet 3.7 that generates candidate solutions. And then there's a ensembler, majority vote ensembler, which they call it, which analyzes the candidate solution, selects the best solution, and helps achieve the 65% success rate. Okay. So what Open O1 is doing is choosing the best solution from the candidates. I wonder if it can also combine solutions. So this is really using a lot of compute, generating, I don't know how many they did it for when they got this, but multiple candidates and then selecting the best. Makes a lot of sense. So I wonder if we could do like DeepSeek V3 with, I mean, already we could probably run this SWE-Bench thing, but instead of O1, we use O3. And instead of Claude 3.7, we use O3 again. Or something. Or something like that. Or GPT-4.1. This seems like the winning combo here. O3 and GPT 4.1. So I'm assuming just like changing the models from Sonnet to these two would get a better, would top SWE-Bench. Could you imagine that? I just change like two things in their code and then submit my verified SWE-Bench. I think the whole test would cost me like hundreds of dollars though. That is one big barrier to the entry. Man, we'll see how it goes. I just want to run one one SWE-Bench test. Damn, this is a big change. I hope this works one shot. Looks like it's ready. We're closing Chrome. Let's look at the README. Support for Open Router. Yeah. Open Router API key. Configure models. Model config.yaml. Okay, let's load that up. Ooh, wow, they made a huge config YAML. Default model Claude, default open router model Claude. And then how do we set which model to use? Enable, disable some models, configure which models for specific purposes. Oh, here. All right, I wonder if this is gonna work if I go like, let's find the open router model. What's a cheap one? Just like a, let's go with 7B model. Or a one, oh shit, I accidentally typed 7B. 1B. Metal Llama 1B instruct. Whatever. I just want to see if this will work. Open router. Okay. Okay. So I've set both the models to be the 1B model. I assume we're gonna get some errors here. Yeah. I'm trying to use open router model. I've set the config in the last 2 lines when running CLI.py. I get. Okay, wasn't able to one-shot this. This might be a lot more difficult than I had hoped. Not gonna spend too long debugging it, maybe 3-4 minutes more. And if we can't get it, we'll come back another day. Just trying to upgrade the OpenAI module. Is that even the issue? No module name, OpenAI types responses. Damn, it made a lot of different files. Types, LLMs, OpenAI. Oh, it's a light LLM thing. Interesting. Port agent. Port all messages from OpenAI. Okay. But this is inside light LLM. So the line that caused the issue is just import light LLM? Doesn't seem right. Damn. Um, yeah. I don't have high hopes for this being resolved. I think this is stuck. Arjun, what's up? Yeah. Yeah, we were trying to run this augment SWE-Bench agent to just run on one SWE-Bench thing. I'm trying to change the model that it can run with to be able to use open router. I tried to one-shot it with augment, and unfortunately it did not succeed. So yeah, what I'm thinking now is to give up for now and revisit another time. When we cloned the repository and got that to run, you know, that took some work in itself, but it's always issues. I think they tested stuff on Ubuntu maybe or Linux. I'm not sure if that's definitely the case, but yeah. Try Scout in the meantime. I think I want to save Scout for when I have actually good stream quality. We'll compare it with GenSpark. I think that'll be really fun. But yeah, the stream is just so unreliable, so I'm not able to get good clips from it, which I would like. It's yeah, I guess it's probably a versioning thing for light LLM here. Yeah, anyway, we'll look into it later. Thanks everyone that stuck around for this L stream. You know, it happens. You never know what you're gonna get. Well, especially me, because you know I don't do much planning for these. I'm just like, oh, this would be a cool idea to do on stream, and then just try to do it. Give myself an hour, and most of the times it doesn't work out, unfortunately. So this was one of those times. But yeah, I mean, I really appreciate everyone who stuck around. I hope you were at least somewhat entertained, and hopefully next stream. So I think yeah, it's gonna be like a few days where I'm moving places. In 4 to 5 days. Hopefully, the next place has better internet because I assume that's what the issue is here. Because I've had the same multi-stream setup in other locations and it was fine. But yeah, it's just a bit more unreliable here. Okay, thanks guys so much. We'll see you later.